Hi guys, good morning. It is the 27th and today we're going to be looking at your past person and the incoming. If some of you are looking for incoming love, we will look at the past with cards. Let's get started with Rider-Waite. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant, so there could be themes of signing new contracts coming up, marriage, and it's Taurus, okay? But we'll leave it in the stack and then we're going to use Greenwich for any clarifications if we have questions. Welcome today. Thank you guys for waiting for the updates. Again, this week I'll be back and forth between Rebirth Tarot and here. So if you don't see a video here uploaded for a while, maybe 23 hours, you might want to go check the other site, okay? Because I'll be updating over there. It's been more than 14 days since that website was updated. Welcome back. And let's get started with the recent past. Anything that comes through, please. Nine of Cups, Chariot. They're both water. So in the past, someone may have traveled to you. It says that they made their way to you. Okay, for those of you that are resonating. If it's more of a no contact situation, I would say wait until the middle of the reading, until it checks out. Okay, there's some things here that have to check out. Nine of Cups. So this could even be a present day card, even if it's in our recent past spot. Nine of Cups is satisfactory. Okay, you could be feeling all right. Some of you could be waiting on a past person's response. I do not encourage waiting on someone to change the story or for things to move along. You are the one. We've proven this path, or so far in the path, it's proven that we hold the power. All the answers are within us. You don't wait for other people. And remember that. You weren't created to just wait for other people here. You're a human being too, and you have free will. So the Chariot is in the recent past spot. It's mobility. It's driving in a car. For some people, it is consistent travel. So this person might do that for work. Okay. Let's see here. Who's the incoming person for Libra? What's their card? Queen of Wands. They could be attracted to the Queen of Wands part of you. Remember, she's going on 5 days strong. She's been in a lot of readings. And look at the bottom of the deck too, with beauty. That's more the Empress. That's my bottom of the deck cycles. Okay? And it's time to nourish your soul. It's time to do the self-care. If maybe you got off of the self-care, okay, weekend could have been busy and things like that. It says the Queen of Wands part of you needs nurturing. So that's station number 1 for today, is if you haven't gone and done this, spend the morning with yourself. Have a nice coffee. Get back in touch with whom you are. Okay? Do the checks too that are like, how's my health going? How am I feeling today? Bottom of the deck is still the Hierophant. It kind of looks here like you were single. The Nine of Cups is also a single barren card. You do things on your own. The Star was the star, okay? So there was no partner brought into the situation. Very, very single card, along with the Nine of Pentacles. But it implies that things were satisfactory. It's one of the big things of the card, as well as contentment. Three of Cups. Okay, so this, I think, is coming up. You could be, it gives me the feeling that you're attracting a lot of attention. There are people who want to gather with you, or they already did, like this was this past weekend. Three of Cups is boisterous, lots of conversation, a very happy card, and it's joy too. When you ground down the card, it brings in laughter, joy. We want to clarify this, okay, because it's an upcoming card. Queen of Cups. And I'm just going to take her. We had him in the weekend readings. We want to keep it in the deck in case it comes out again, okay? So Queen of Cups. It's a lot of water signs for you guys. I mean, some of you who might be dealing with an Aries or a Sagittarius, you might be saying to yourself today, what about those signs? Because it's not often that my sign is called in readings. When it shows tons of water like this, it means that emotions are trying to be grounded or emotions are being dealt with the Queen of Cups, okay? Because this is almost like someone is out here feeling a lot of emotions. Queen of Cups could be a Cancerian. Some of you are dealing with, here's Leo, even if a lot of you are the Queen of Wands in today's reading. because it can also be, you know, you're balancing out into the Queen of Wands as well. You could be getting back in touch with that side of you. More inspiration, more light is what the reading says. So this card is an advice in a sense. Self-growth, self-focused, nurturing with the plant. And what's funny is she holds the sunflower in that particular card. So it's nice. It's nice to see those things because those could be soul-finding moments for you, right? Music helps. A lot of people ask in the comments, how do I raise my own vibration if I don't typically, you know, go out and spend time with myself? Those are the moments where you really feel great, is when you do things on your own, not necessarily with a group of people. So that could even be shopping for some of you, like retail therapy. That can be exercise is another way to do that, and meditation for the day. Okay, so you could be going out on a nature walk or seeing a few things with your beautiful eyes. Now, the Queen of Cups is Cancerian, so their feelings are, I think someone here could have been a cancellation, or some of them are just truly in their feelings. Even if it's a male today, ladies on the channel, they're coming out as the Queen of Cups. So it's interesting because they're in their feminine attitude as the card came out for the current. Okay. Anything else too as we continue? And it's also okay if it's a lot of cards. Wheel of Fortune. It's on the table. I'm going to show you. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, and I'll show you. You had the Wheel of Fortune too. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the 9. I think what's interesting about this reading is that it keeps saying someone here is single, at least for this channel today. There could be something turning for, or even attitudes letting go. There's the reversal of the Four of Pentacles. That's very nice. I wasn't even prepared to look, and now my deck is overturned. Okay. But I showed it to you in that fashion. It was reversed. Someone is letting go today, and it's vehement. It could be super strong, learning to let go. And the Nine of Pentacles says, I choose to be single in my efforts. I do want to accomplish more on my own. That could be a November statement, but it doesn't have to be. It could just mean that this Wheel of Fortune is divine timing. Something will be happening to you and for you. Last night, I had a dream with a lot of snow that I wanted to tell you guys. And usually, typically where I live in California, it's very rare that we get snow. So I have to look up those dream meanings. But keep an accord of what you're dreaming of. Keep an accord of the health of your dreams. What are you seeing also in your dream state? Okay, because those are important downloads too. Maybe you'll hear a phrase, or you'll hear a certain piece of music if you guys can pick up music in your sleep. Two of Cups. So let's talk about it. And not only for the week, but let's also talk about it in a November sense. So I want to get a card for the Two of Cups. Just give me a moment. And my hair is like doing that thing again like a week ago where I keep finding long pieces of hair. Okay, so the Tower popped out. For the Two of Cups, we have Shocking, which is one of the Tower cards. Can you guys see the top? It says unexpected turmoil, trouble. You don't have to take the trouble part though. The Two of Cups can be shocking because you meet somebody, okay? Or some of you, it's all of a sudden. Or this Two of Cups is a little bit more profuse in your life. You get to kind of see this person. One more card on that. You have the Commitment card. I just split it one more time. You have Commitment. And there you go with the bridal outfit. So in November, it's saying that there could be a shocking turn of events, that you meet this person who is long lasting. And we'll get to know certain cards in a moment. We're going to talk about their position in your life. You have the Six of Swords. I want to keep going because I saw the Magician from the weekend. I feel like the only thing that could happen here is your past person claims to be a King of Pentacles, okay? And some of you might not want to go back to them for reasons of your own, or divorce, or both of you separated and it was long. But the King of Pentacles is someone in this reading, and the weekend was very unclear. We didn't get a clear answer. We just found that one is going to be appearing, maybe after you let go with the Four of Pentacles. In the upright, the card is also beautiful. It talks about securities and finances. Okay, but when it's in the reverse, you have learned to release something. So let's find out about the King of Pentacles. And even if it's done slow, it's okay. We have the Knight of Swords, the Fool card. Okay, so they could be a part of a new chapter. And keep watching here if that interests you. King of Wands in the reverse. Okay. They might not be doing something with you right now that's impressive, meaning approaching you. They've been waiting. Because this is kind of like he has lost a little bit of his gusto. He doesn't come toward you. He's waiting to evaluate in the reverse. Or sometimes in a love reading, it can be someone who is out of place in their King of Wands, like they're a little bit of a tyrant. In this case, I do think they're part of a new journey with you. They are going to be coming in soon. Okay, the Knight of Swords would be proposed. Can I get more information on the King of Pentacles, which is Taurus? And Taurus is strong. Usually they're loyal. They stick around. I just wonder why it was in the reverse today. Queen of Swords. It could be because of stiff boundaries. Some of my ladies on the channel, you could be holding your heart for a specific person. Maybe, I don't know if they're not impressive to you in the dating world, or some of you are looking for specific features. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what that is. It kind of seems like your boundaries or your walls could be very, very high, or you're guarded. So we'll look into that. You do have Judgment, Nine of Swords, the Sun, the Tower. Let me just have a moment with that. Again, maybe something here changes because you do have the Sun and the Tower. Those things, when you have two major arcanas that come together like that, it is, I'm like pulling my hair, excuse me. Sun in the Tower moment is like, it's an aha. Okay, it proposes there is something that will be shocking, but it's not necessarily bad. It's an aha moment. It brings in kind of like a, I found it. I found the key answer. That's what it was all along. You're learning maybe of a past relationship that's given off this vibe today. And that's one of my favorite combos, is the Tower and the Sun. Okay, shocking information. It can be something that you thought all along and now you know about, and it's an aha. You have two. Okay, so they're overturned. Justice and the Five of Cups. Justice and the Five of Cups. And that was her. That's your major arcana. So they feel like something in your corner that you may have said or you called out, like you used your throat chakra, you were correct about, and there's a lot of regrets today, which we are starting off the Monday readings with the Five of Cups and their feelings. And you've created a boundary line where it's very hard for them to walk across that. Okay, because not only were you correct, Libra, Queen of Swords, Justice is like, I told you what it was. You know, these two are a combo of, I said it even in the moment and I told you so type of feeling. With the Five of Cups, I think they're sorry about, this is a person you were dealing with. There's some loss here. There is some loss. Can I push that up? Let's do the Tower and the Five of Cups. What is that? Two of Pentacles. Someone who's unsure or undecided. We'll keep going because it's okay to keep using it. I wish I had more cards, but I just don't have enough. I'd like to have, I use them all. I wish I had more of a full deck. We'll move to the Green Witch in a moment. Temperance, Three of Wands, the High Priestess. And I could be a little bit ahead of some readers right now. I could have, my cards could be reflecting the afternoon, okay? I feel like you have a person who approached you and now they're unsure. You do bring happiness into their life, Libra. You're coming out as the Sun, marriage, justice. This is your major arcana. And I feel like there's something about how I think they play games, or they're just very sorry sometimes for themselves, or this person has pity parties with the Five of Cups. Okay, so if it's not resonating here, this was probably not your read, but it's a person with a lot of remorse. And they're saying that you were right about something. The Justice card and what was that? Five of Cups was that whole saying from them. Temperance then. What is temperance of the major? Strength. Okay, so they need courage to face it one more time if they'd like to speak to you, or they view you in Leo. They view you in this card. Yeah, and then too, like I think somebody stepped out and said something wrong to you, or now they know that it's wrong. I don't know if that's, or they're too much of a straight shooter. And Libra, you may have said, I don't like the way you speak to me. It comes off kind of like you're callous, like you have no feeling. But there's a story here about that, as you said, don't do it again, please. And then they did it again. So there's a story here about having sorrow for that. What's the card for the Tower then? Death. There's going to be an ending, okay? Or some of you, you'd like to rebirth in another way. I think what it is it's not that the ending makes you sad. I think that you're ready to transform this time. And a couple of people in your environment, they understand that you're going through a transformational period in your life. So if they don't go through with you now, I think they will get left behind. That's kind of what it's looking like, okay? You're showing up in this card, Pisces, and you also know something here called Judgment. I am missing a piece of information though. I'm just kind of waiting. The Sun and the High Priestess, please, if I could do that. The Sun and the High Priestess. That's going to be a lot. What is the Sun and the High Priestess? You have one, and you see how it pushes it to the top? Empress. A lot of you are listening to your intuition, and it's seldom that you are wrong about it. Seldom that there's like error in information. I think that is the true combo, because the more you listen to your Sun energy, you're finding that you're ending relationships quickly with, I even want to use the term karmics. Like I want to say you're ending relationships with people suddenly that are not supposed to be going with you. Okay, because either they're not on the vibration where you're headed to find this treasure, the Sun in the Tower, which is an aha moment. I feel like the endings have to happen, okay, in order for you to keep transforming. And it's something about your particular journey. You see the horse is indicative of traveling. The ending of the flag with the black flag is the ending of the situation itself. And if you're resonating, you're becoming the Empress. And it's just, it's time to close out this particular chapter. It's time to say bye-bye. That's what I get. It is time to say bye-bye. So if this resonated, and I've maybe captured you up to date, okay, on your story, I want to go from the end of that. So due to resonation, if it was, leave me a heart, because that will let me know it resonated with you. And then I can do either a part 2, if some of you like, or we could pull out the most important cards of this video, and then we can continue there, because I am running out of ideas to do videos. And I don't want to keep doing long distance, no contact also, because it is very repetitive. And I'll see you guys. Again, I hope this was helpful. I hope it guided you in your higher self. There are a couple things here I liked. I do like that Tower coming in with the Sun. Another pointer is a new season of manifesting with the Nine of Cups and the Magician. That would be good manifestations for you, okay? Another one here, when we clarified the High Priestess together with the Sun, it popped out as a Libra. Those are really good signs of someone trusting their gut and then also living it in our actual world, in the 3D. I'll see you guys. Catch you later.